carbon found.
Hello everyone,
Medium
this
levels
is
of carbon found.
a replay of a match I just played against Omar
Low
via
levels of
quick
silicon
match.
found. Low levels of iron found.
It's a 1v1 and I haven't played a 1v1 in
High
a long
levels of
time,
aluminum
like
found.
since the tournament and since beta 4. A few things have changed and well, let's just start with the match. The match is
Medium levels
Omar
of
starts
iron
out
found.
scanning and founding over here. I start out scanning all over the place, trying to find a good place to found, but I don't find any aluminium close by to iron, and that makes me anxious about founding. But eventually I do, because I don't find any iron or spare carbon to found with close by to each other.
You must be a
Every other resource
yourself.
is okay,
found a more promising
except
site even
for
with all my years of
silicon.
experience.
Silicon's
Shall we
fine.
begin?
So eventually I decide to find found over here because of the water. Buy up all my aluminium straight away. Yeah, I just have to do that. I think. Now we have this nanotech thing, I think. I should have paid for it, but no, I decided not to.
3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
In this match I did a lot of market manipulation by building up cash supplies. And it worked out pretty well for me, even though Omar got a head start.
1,000, 10,000.
Got quite ahead in the beginning of the game.
12,000, 6.
I was able to kind of screw him over by really manipulating the market and just looking at what he was doing and how I would be able to screw him over. But we will see that pretty soon. In the meantime, we are just waiting. Let's speed it up a little. He started to make a little fuel.
We'll have more
and,
facilities open up
is online.
everything else. Well, I'm just now getting my aluminium. And I do have to get my aluminium, and I was afraid that Omar here was going to mutiny me, and I would have probably not been able to do a lot about it because, well, it's hard. But in the meantime, I'm trying to just invest my cash in food because it's going up in price, and thus I should invest in it. But I haven't yet built my farm, so I was still wasting money. So I'm making steel and aluminium, he is making carbon and aluminium and reactor goodies. Now he also gets wind energy, and I was a little bit surprised by this, because he has a lot of depth, so he's not going to get any funds out of it. But maybe he thought that with my scientific tendencies I would sustain the power price by not building any power myself. But I did.
New pet up for auction. Bidding will begin at
4.
So at this point I'm selling my aluminium and steel and investing it all in food. I'm getting this patent for cheap, even though it's extremely valuable. As we'll be seeing later on in the game. Now I'm trying to get completely out of debt so I can benefit from the power. And as we shall soon see here, we're going to have about 3 shortages almost back to back. I'm I'm at level 2, he's at level 3. And, well, I'm behind. I found it late, but I think I'm going to manage to turn things around anyway. Windmill still, oh my god. Okay, now I want to see. Omar, he was invested in this very heavily. And he is making quite a bit of profit out of it.
سكافنجر كلني expanded.
I think he should have switched his reactors around because they were costing him tons. But anyway. And now I have my funds and I'm delaying my expansion.
We're not
for now.
surprised, just disappointed in you.
And this is the first time that I'm going to start to
Our
try
growth
to
is
screw
surpassing my
over
most
Omar
optimistic
with
projections.
market manipulation almost any time now. Almost any time. Oh yeah, here it goes. He starts to use water a lot. And the price is going up like a rocket. 4.6 in water. And I'm here sitting still, not buying water. Oh, alright, now I'm starting in the water. Look at that. It's now up at 90. Farms are very quickly becoming unprofitable already. They are already unprofitable because of the disaster storm, of course,
New
but
pet up for
now with
auction.
my
Bidding
investment
will
it
begin
gets
at
even worse.
5,000. 6,000.
Now the slum drilling, I think, goes to him, I'm not sure, but we
8,000.
shall soon see.
9,000. 10,000.
Now there's a huge surplus of power on the map, so we're soon going to see
14,000.
a drop in the price of power, most likely.
16,000. 18,000.
so.
The black market is online.
Oh yeah, and I also got some glass factories of my own, and like him, he is also going to get some glass, but as we shall soon see, he is going to make me rich with his glass because he has no aluminium. And I do, and mine are not requiring aluminium or silicon, because I built them on top of silicon. What shall I do? There, right, there we go. Now the water here, you can see, especially with the dust storm, is costing him lots and lots of money. And it's making me slightly rich.
The black market is online.
And I think any time now I'm going to... Now, I don't understand why he did this. All it did is destroyed power. It didn't get him out of debt. Anyway. Over here the farms finally are making some money.
The black market is online.
And I also diversified my resource portfolio by investing in silicon too. And now I'm forcing him to spend lots of money. And make me rich at the same
سكافنجر
time.
كلني expanded.
My resource wealth at this point is like 105k. So I could use all that wealth to upgrade, of course, but That would just destroy all my funds. And funds you can use to manipulate the market and earn yet more funds. It is at this point again that the farms are unprofitable. So there's two effects from these farms. First, they're losing him money.
Freelance
Second,
pirates
they're
are
making
auctioning
me
their
richer,
services to the highest bidder.
forcing him to invest in a lot of water himself. We both
Auction
decide to
unclaimed.
ignore the
Bidding
auction
closed.
because we're too distracted. Probably.
The black market is online.
And at some point, anytime now, I realize that he is getting his own silicon and water. At some point, I forgot about it or didn't notice it in time, but eventually I do. I was being very slow today, a little bit thick in the head or something. Anytime now. Oh yeah, he starts buying himself. Probably a good idea. There we go, I finally dropped the water. And eventually I think I'm going to invest in fuel
The
because
black
this fuel
market is
train over
online.
here, fuel guzzling terrain, is usually
Our
profitable
growth
if
is
I invest all
surpassing
my
my most
cash
optimistic
into fuel.
projections.
As you can see, the price of fuel is constantly going up, and if I put all my funds in it, I'm going to magnify my wealth. Now what did I do with my claims? Nothing yet. So I upgraded without doing anything. Ah, there we go. Now I'm going to invest in something. Anytime now. Yeah, I was being slow today. Very slow. Very, very slow. I'm just letting my friend sit here. And there we go. Finally. Now my wealth is going up again because of the fuel situation.
New land is available for auction. Bidding will begin at
And I made 3 reactors and a pleasure dome, finally utilizing my patent.
8,000.
Omar probably thinks it is a useless patent
1,000,
because
10,
he let me have it for 4,000 in 20.
12,000.
But it's going to pay off for me.
sold.
Now I'm going to put a reactor up here. It's maybe not the best decision that I made this game, but it's what I did. He makes an engineering bay and eventually starts upgrading quite a bit. Raising the price of chemicals, and we're going to see that happen in the future anytime. Right, so Gil stopped raising because he started making it himself. Until now. And we're going to continue accumulating more and more wealth. Because I shut all this down. Now this revenue figure is not accurate because stockpiles Every unit of fuel that is added on top of the current stockpile is worth less than 300, because by the time I sell the stockpile the price is much lower, so the net revenue figure that is shown over here is not entirely accurate.
The black market is online.
So do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was just trying to ensure that he would start
I've never seen
continue
such
to
elegant
waste
use
money
of funding.
on
We'll have more facilities open in no
everything.
time.
So this is the dome at 380 in the 1v1 match. Cannot be any better. Now I thought when I what was I thinking? Well, I forgot my thoughts. So what was it? No, I'm up against the scavenger, and he has already had a few random shortages in his favor. That put me back a little compared to him.
Auction
And it
unclaimed.
really
Bidding
irks
closed.
me that he is able to get these
The black market
warnings.
is online.
Yeah. Well, those were the traits that I ended up with. He's piling up the goon squads, unfortunately, and I fall into them, and he prevents me from investing my funds into fuel and food because he's producing it. But on the other hand, the engineering lab,
The black market is online.
the engineering lab, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, it was increasing the price of chemicals, so I decided to invest in chemicals in order to get ahead or increase my wealth further, and simultaneously making it more expensive for him to get his research. He mutinies my dome and I get it right on back, so who cares? Fuel, economy, it's generating a little bit of revenue. At this point I decide I should also buy myself one. Using all my wealth, almost all of my wealth.
The black market is online.
I'm not sure why I'm dropping in price right now. Stock price. Well, now it's going back up, but it was going down. And looks like the decrease in wealth from building something reduced my stock price. Regardless, I'm going out of debt soon and making lots and lots of money again. Now this Offworld market is more like going to be a lightning rod than anything else. Omar is going to waste a lot of his black market trying to get control of it, even though my profits are being made elsewhere for the most part. Especially the chemicals. Omar here. He isn't doing a whole lot besides this, but it's still going to turn out to be very close because of his engineering brain.
The black market is online.
Power is going up like crazy. Let's see why. Oh yeah, all the reactors and the steel mills and the pleasure dome and the off-road market. So my geothermal plant doesn't cover it anymore. And at this point I got a spy just to have a basic clue of what he is doing. And
Off-world shipment
that's
launched.
total value of
Look
him
at all the
and
money.
me. My total value is a lot higher because my structures are worth a lot more. Especially I think the Offworld and the Pleasure Dome. And I also have a little bit more wealth. Even so, I need like 659k to purchase armor, so it's going to be a struggle to get there.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
There goes the first time. Oh yeah, and I decide to double mutiny the wind turbines over here. Get him hopefully into debt. It's not looking quite like this because of the sun. And at this point, the power price is going to
The black
skyrocket,
market is online.
along with chemicals, so that splits my attention between the two. And we are both accumulating wealth at very fast rates at this point. Heat from food, a little bit from oxygen, and fuel,
Off-world shipment
and
launched.
chemicals,
Look at all the
which are
money.
going into the engineering bay, and power. The power is costing him, and
The black market is online.
there goes another mutiny, and I decide it's not worth it to get it back, because timing and I only can do
We're
so
not
much with the
surprised,
black market,
just
and I
disappointed
thought
in
it would
you.
have been better to shut down all of this instead of mutiny back my Offworld. These are making 400 tick, and this is making less than that, especially with the price of power. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, power. I just thought like I need no more steel, so I'm going to get out of it to make engineering base and upgrade everything. All the time I forgot about glass, but eventually I do rebuild the glass because I have too many stockpiles of the silicon. Now I'm using 1 fuel for shipping and he is using 1.5. Now you could see here for a moment that my wealth got to about 34k because it's 50%. When you're at halfway,
Off-world shipment launched.
it's 10 times the stock
Look at all
price
the
is
money.
your wealth. And your wealth is cash plus resources. And at this point I'm making massive income on power. From the geothermal plant, solar panels, a little bit, well not really from this pleasure dome anymore, but still quite a bit. What's the population here? 10. Never seems to get above 10 in the colony. Anyway, Omar 52% by me, I'm at 82% to buy
Off-world
him.
shipment launched.
I'm ahead
Look at
by
all the
a
money.
long stretch. And something is costing
The black
money
market
here.
is online.
And this might push us into chemicals because upgrades. Well, I didn't realize at this point how close I was to buying Omar. Now, if I had
The black market is online.
nanotech at this point, I would have been able to well, I wouldn't have been able to, but if it was not mutinied, I would have been able to scrap it for 160k of funds from the steel, the glass and the electronics. And I could have cancelled my research and got about like 250k of funds from everything I owned everywhere, all over the place, just by scrapping everything. And that would have pushed me over the edge to buy Omar so much earlier. And that is the value of nanotech. With nanotech you can get about 250k of wealth back instantaneously from your structures with which to buy your opponents.
The black market is
Now, in this
online.
game it wasn't necessary, but sometimes, like in one of my games against PV in the tournament, I scrapped my Offworld and bought him at the last seconds, a few moments before he could buy me. Nanotech is worth tons, but I didn't buy it. Even so, I won. So, in the end, resources. I think I bought and sold a lot more. So I purchased up to 130k because of all my buying and selling activities. I purchased almost as much fuel as I sold, but that is because I sold a bit off-world. I made 600k with power, buildings, 223k from the pleasure dome. He made a little bit from the mutiny. And 400k from chemicals. Now all my purchased here is because of all the buying and selling I did. I made 800k on world. He also made about the same, but he made a lot less on power. So thank you for watching and see you later.